Mike Tirico, Greg Oates are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from South Philly. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to lead with the win. So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. That's Goddard in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He'll get this complete, and it's A.J. Brown. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Yeah, that's just a tough break here in the early going of this postseason, Mike. Everyone stresses the value of the ball, especially in the playoffs. Not only does that interception put an end to this drive, but it also gives all the momentum here early to their opponent.
So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, former star at the University of Tennessee. It's Hendon Hooker.
You think back to last week and how well they played in the wild card round, being able to get out of there with a win. But now is when the pressure starts ramping up, Mike. You understand you're only 2 wins away from the Super Bowl. So which team is able to balance the excitement of being here, but also not letting the pressure of the moment get the better of them?
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Get it? Cougar 19. Let's go.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Steady.
Hooker to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll grab it at the 12. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their second possession. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 14 on that play. One 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
This one will be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Third down, they need 5. Again, Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
12 yards. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That in motion is Brown. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make the play for him. It's into the end zone, and a touchback. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down.
70 Timberwolves.
To throw, Hooker. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
70.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. Finding room at the 35. And they'll be set up now. I'm past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. First down, Detroit.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Past midfield to the 45. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A long one from Gibbs. 31 yards.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
One quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Lions ball to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Panther Street. Steady.
A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. The ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Deputy! Liking 18! Ready up.
Throwing is Hooker. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. Got room at the 30. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
A fairly quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Eagles. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles move out to a 7-3 lead.
Eagles 7, Lions 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll start out first down and 10.
Ready? Deputy Timberwolf.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Come on. Hit. 60.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Hooker. That's caught by Gibbs. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
That one out wide to Gibbs. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line.
36 yards.
It is a big play there for the Lions. 36 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Past the 60. Past the 60. Go.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That's Goddard in motion. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down by Nick Herbig. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
3rd downs, Mike,
line.
those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, and winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He got a man. That's Tolbert. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And an Eagles 1st down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the outside, catch made by Brown. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. Hurts will try it again. Exiting the pocket. He got all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10.
Get it! Cowboy 80! Ready!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Ready! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
Here's Hooker. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Ready! Panther 60! Panther 60!
Now, Hooker. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go! Viking 18! Ready!
Now, faking the give. Going deep downfield for Judy. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Hey, check that, street!
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
Back. Cougar 19. Seven Pirates! Let's go!
Back to throw. Hooker. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step one. I promise you step two on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This a 31-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. The Lions going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg
We are
Olson.
set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. Jameer Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, check! Check the Eagles, check the Eagles! Check mash, check mash! Check, 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 check! Go, Reed, go! Ready!
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Press all 80!
Hooker to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It is 3rd and long.
Ready! Hot 7,
set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. Left side, it's caught by Brown. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
And he is out of bounds. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now Barkley. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. That's Goddard in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt I'm going with the ball.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ball right on the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Will fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And with flags down, he is up near the 40-yard line. But it looks like this one might be coming back.
Set.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go. Three. Let go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready. 70 Timberwolf. Rig.
Now Gibbs. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Cowboys, 70 Rangers. Ready.
To throw, Hooker. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Lions 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these 2 guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McCougar. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Second and 10.
Great. Set.
Now it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Great. Set.
To throw, Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Good pick up a 16 on that screen play and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
A run with Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
Great. Set.
Here's Hurts. Back to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. from the shotgun. It hurts. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession?
On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on. Hey! Japanese, get the look.
Hooker going to work from the pistol. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go, check. Panther 60, Panther 60. Steady.
Hooker. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Hurt! Right there, hurt! Hey, smash Broncos!
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still 2nd down.
Cowboy 80!
Throwing is Hooker. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They need one right now. 3rd and long.
70. Steady.
Throwing now from the gun. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's a short one. Caught by Donald. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Now Hurts will call his own number. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Lions offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10.
Come on. Check. Cross all 80. Check. Go.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. He's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Get it. Cougar 19. Let go.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
18 Cardinal. Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Back to throw. Hooker. He got his man complete. That's Judy. Gotta make something happen, so they'll press the tempo a bit.
For our Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Hooker. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Brings up second and 12 at the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Hooker to throw. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second down, they need 7. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
3rd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Here's Hendon Hooker and the offense down 20-13, a minute 46 to go. This is where that playoff medal is tested. On the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive. They start it 1st and 10.
Check, man. Check. Viking, 18. Go street.
A run with Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Quinyon Mitchell on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 32.
Here is 2nd and 7.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down.
70 Lions. Seven Pirates.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
21 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, Hooker. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Brings up second and
All right,
10.
so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Back to the air once more on second down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
What about this crowd getting even louder before third and 10?
Cowboy 80.
Hill look to throw. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play.
Will they bring the heat for fourth and 6?
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18, Pioneers.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. One final knee here. And with that, they are off to the NFC title game. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game.